Truong, an import-export trading joint stock company, is one of the leading enterprises in the M&E supporting industry and sheet metal processing in Vietnam, established on April 1, 2009, starting a business by importing industrial materials and accessories for M&E. Facing the development trend and the need to proactively supply specific materials for projects, we decided to build a factory specializing in manufacturing construction, auxiliary industrial products such as electrical cabinets, cable tray ladders, soft air ducts, etc., and for M&E construction, such as threaded rods, hanging belts, U-bolts, bolts, locks of all kinds. Product management according to ISO 9001:2015 standards. In addition, TAG also accepts on-demand metal processing, metal CNC cutting, and on-demand metal processing with modern machinery and equipment. In the early years of establishment, Mr. Don Viet Quang, director of Truong & Company, had many concerns because at that time, Vietnamese goods were not highly used and still depended on importing countries. Since then, Truong has realized that opportunity and moved to a new step, which is self-production accompanied by import and export and receiving sheet metal processing, according to the requirements of each type of drawing. In the early days of starting a business, financial difficulties, both machinery and labor in the context of Vietnam at that time, were discouraged many times but did not give up because of that. With the spirit of not succumbing to difficulties, Truong at that time, together with the core staff and engineers, constantly learned, improved, learned, failed, sweated, and even cried, experienced all kinds of difficulties to be able to survive and develop to create exclusive products under the Truong brand. From this turning point, Truong has helped conquer the market and left a mark when becoming a pioneer in the field of producing auxiliary materials, which are dependent on foreign countries, both meeting the needs of customers in terms of product quality, meeting reasonable prices, and the main thing is not to depend on time ship. Up to now, TAG has become a familiar name in the industry and has a firm foothold in the Vietnamese market, as well as Southeast Asian countries in the production of auxiliary materials, as well as on-demand sheet metal processing. Have the opportunity to cooperate with influential works and projects in the country, as well as foreign invested factories. In the face of rapid market innovation, as well as economic fluctuations, Truong has prepared in advance in terms of machinery and technology research to always be in a state of readiness to meet all requirements made by customers. Since the early years of establishment, Truong has had its own factory with a large scale. Over the years, we have always changed the old and innovated in terms of machinery, besides the experienced technical team, and constantly exploring and learning. We need to understand one thing is that business in the 4.0 era must always be innovative. Technology changes day by day, hour by hour at a super dizzying speed. Machines such as laser cutting machines, bending machines, CNC punching machines are necessary and important machines in the industry. So we have always updated continuously to produce products that are enhanced. Production productivity is accelerated and has received many positive feedback and appreciation from customers. We have built Truong with a prestigious brand associated with product quality. Truong pays special attention to process improvement, to optimize production and effective quality management. All products of the company are manufactured in the factory with modern machines and under the supervision of a team of skilled employees, with rigor from the selection of raw materials to each stage of the final finished product. In order to build Truong as strong as it is today, it is impossible to mention the company's core human resources from the difficult early days. Up to now, Truong has trained and formed a team of employees who are good in expertise, strong in skills and behavior in all situations. Discipline, and the important thing is to always aspire to work together to become a strength like a united big family to make Truong more and more successful. With solid resources built and strengthened over more than 1 decade, the staff at Truong always have a spirit of pride for their achievements and efforts throughout the journey that Truong has gone through with very impressive actual numbers. Over each year, the company's growth rate has increased by an average of 15 to 20%, achieving revenue of hundreds of billions of Vietnamese dong. Truong currently owns 2 large-scale factories and the most modern and advanced machinery system worth millions of dollars to produce more than tens of thousands of tons a year. Truong products are currently distributed throughout 3 regions of the country, outstanding in the southern region and highly appreciated by customers for their diversity, quality products, and delivery time always meet the requirements of customers. Accompanying contractors and engineers in Vietnam for more than 1 decade, Truong has brought many solutions, created many sustainable values to bring success to many large projects. Truong has affirmed its position as a leader in the industry. We will continue to be strong and reach out more and more in the field of M&E auxiliary materials, sheet metal processing in the Vietnamese market, as well as Eurasian countries now and in the future, promising to conquer new heights and challenges.